All right, welcome. Today we're going to take a look at how to load film to a camera. Now I've got two different cameras because the old manual cameras process is just a little bit different. So I'm going to go ahead and show you first on this, and then I'm going to show you one on a later, more advanced electronic camera. Process that we're going to be going over today is 35 millimeter film. Here is a cartridge of 35 millimeter film. Doesn't matter whether it's color or black and white. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our camera. I've got an old Minolta camera here, and we need to open the back up so that we can insert the film. So most cameras are going to have some sort of a little knob like this, and you'll see it will allow you to kind of pull up and pop it open. And just like that, the back should allow you to open. Right here, we have something called a backing plate, and that keeps the film flat against the camera. Right here is where our film is going to go. Here is a button in this camera. In the other camera that we have, it's going to have a leaf shutter. And then we have two spools over here. So this spool right here has some little teeth, and those teeth are going to correspond with some little notches in the film. And this is going to be sort of that take-up spool. And the way that you load it into the take-up spool is just a little bit weird. So one thing that you absolutely want to make sure that you do not do when you're loading film is touch that shutter, whether it's a curtain or a leaf shutter, whatever it is. You don't want to smash that shutter because that's pretty much going to ruin your camera. So if you're pressing on things, make sure it's over here or over there, not on the shutter. So we're going to take this film. And so the film has a female and a male end essentially, right? And so the female end is going to go in first. And so we're going to slide it into this little hole. And then it's going to lock down. So we're going to press that. That's going to lock it down. So it's in the camera. Okay. So we're going to take that film and we're going to drag it across. And you want the little holes that we see here to engage with the little notches that are in the film. Now, you don't want the film tab here to overlay this last one. This is sort of the trick. So I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. So we're going to take this. We're going to come over here. We're going to tuck that into that little hole that we see right there. I'm going to make sure that the little teeth engage those notches. Okay. And then we're simply going to take the winder and start to advance this camera. First time it's not doing anything. And when you do it, you need to press the shutter to open it up. And now we're going to turn that. And you can see it turning backwards upon itself. And that's what we're looking for, that it grabs in that little location. So we know that this has grabbed the film and it's ready to go. I can simply then take that door until it clicks and we're good. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to press that shutter button again. And then we're going to wind it. Okay. Usually it's 2 times. See right here on this window, there's a little counter and we want to get that on the 1. So I'm going to hit that again, wind it again, and now we're ready to go and start taking photos. So once we're done photographing that film, we need to wind the film back into that cassette. And that's really easy. On the bottom of the camera, there's a little button usually, and we're going to take that button and press it in, okay? We're going to take this, wind it back in the canister. So if you want your tab to stay out, you're going to feel it release pressure. And when it does that, you can simply pop this and open it up, okay? My film tab is just barely sticking out. And so I can grab that. You can see it's not fully back in that camera. Simply close that out. And we're going to switch cameras. So next we have a fully electronic film camera. So this is a Nikon D100. And you can see on this camera, we don't have that little knob on top to pop it open. So this camera, we're going to switch this around. It's got a little button and a slider. So you press the button and then you press down. And just like before, it's going to pop that back open. So the inside of this camera is basically very similar to the other, except for in this camera, we have what's called a leaf shutter. And the way we load it on this side is a little bit different. It's really simple. You're simply going to put this in and drag it across. And you'll notice I'm kind of pressing with my fingers. And we want to engage those little teeth with the little notches in there. But in this case, the film's just going to lay on top there, okay? It doesn't have anything that you tuck it into, and then we're simply going to go ahead and close that, and we're going to come here, turn the camera on, then press the shutter button, and it's going to load. If it does something wrong, it doesn't load, it usually flashes with an error code. Then, once you're done taking all the photos, since there's no knob or winder, we're going to hit these two buttons. So we've got a button here and a button here. They might not be exactly like this on your camera, but basically you're going to hold it down. It's going to wind that film up. So this type of camera, you don't have the option to leave the tab hanging out. Look, they do make little film pickers that you can get and pull the tab back out. For some reason, if you did need to get access to it to maybe reload it into a camera. So that's the process for loading film into an SLR. If you have any comments or questions, you can leave those below. Don't forget to subscribe and have an absolutely wonderful day.